Baron Davis, welcome to The Real. We're going to sit through some of your greatest highlights.
Let's do it.
All right, so you were known as an explosive point guard. That was on full display when you caught Jermaine O'Neal here. You remember this moment?
Yeah. I remember I dunked on him. I dunked on him because I threw my headband at the bench. Wow.
Yeah, I'm noticing a theme. When you get a big dunk, headband comes off, or you pull up the jersey.
Something happens.
5-second differential shot the game. Here's Davis. Oh, boy! Yes, your family. That's on your family. Oh, my goodness.
I don't really know how to react after the dunk. I'd be so hyped. Yeah, I think I threw it at my boy Tractor Trailer. Like, you see, I told you.
Did you tell him before the game that that was a possible?
No.
That's just a natural reaction?
Like, you never think that one, gonna have an opportunity to dunk, but like, especially somebody like Jermaine O'Neal, that was a tough team we had to play against. But that kind of got the crowd hype. Yeah, I got him on that one.
So to this day, I believe you have the record for the longest shot in NBA history.
Yeah.
Is that something you practice? Because watching through this, you hit a lot.
Nah, man, that was, they had came back in the third quarter, and Eddie Robinson, right, he gonna put his hands up. You see him at the bottom?
Yeah.
Watch, he put his hands up the whole time. He knew it. He knew it. You know why? Because I told him, I said, hey, bro, take the ball out. I guarantee you I'm gonna make it. Take the ball out. Don't let Mash take the ball out, because usually Mash would shoot half-court shots.
Nashburn, who could run the baseline. Davis, that'll be counted on a shot attempt. Oh! It's gotta go!
That counts.
Baron Davis from 92 feet away.
Did you think it was in the second it left your hand?
Absolutely. I knew I was gonna make it, dog. I don't know why, I just knew I was gonna make it.
Yeah, I don't know how that record's getting broken anytime soon.
Yeah, hopefully not. I mean, that's all my kids got on me right now.
All right, so you continue to torment the Pacers. This is probably my favorite highlight of yours. It's a nice sequence of moves. Can you walk me through this one?
Yeah, pump fake, in and out on Reggie Miller, Jermaine O'Neal again, reverse 360.
So have you always been a creative person? Because that's clear in your after-career pursuits, but you also play with a certain sort of creativity.
Basketball was my outlet, and so it was a place that I could dive into. I can create characters, be characters, emulate people, try to pattern my game after people, and it was just, I could think of anything and put anybody where and be anybody that I wanted to be.
Is there one person's creativity that inspired you the most?
I mean, you gotta say Showtime Magic, just the anticipation of the highlight, you know what I mean? I think Michael Jordan took it to, this level of, another level of drama. Like you're in the movie and you're watching the hero, no matter, like he was like an action star. If I had space, my in and out, and then if I can get to the rim, I felt like I was explosive enough to be able to, maneuver around the big.
Let's take it to the rookie-sophomore game. You and your teammates, I don't know if you remember this, had an amazing sequence at the end of this.
Oh yeah, this was crazy. Khalid Al-Amin, just reaching. Yeah, he was just looking for clams or something. Oh yeah, we was getting up, lob to Marion the Matrix, that's my guy.
The short braids.
Yeah.
I've never seen those since.
Yeah, just got the bread.
Is it crazy to say that y'all went harder in that game than they've gone in the last 5 All-Star games?
Yeah, it's different now. These guys are superstars out of high school. For us, it was, everybody was on the come up for media. Everybody was trying to be, in this upper echelon category. For them to want to compete in the All-Star game, it has to be a collective effort.
Do you miss when they would wear their actual uniforms?
Yeah, I
for
miss
All-Star
that,
events?
man. I think that it gave everybody kind of like their own little superpower. Now we need to probably get back to, representing the teams and putting on for the cities, because we need to drive, that rivalry and just that localism. How do you build that competitive nature? Maybe it is playing in your home jersey.
So we talked about your creativity, also on full display at the dunk contest.
The first dunk, I was supposed to go up, windmill, and miss on purpose, right? And everybody was supposed to laugh. And then I was supposed to do a second dunk, and then I would have made it. And then they told me that was my dunk attempt.
Clearly you could not see.
I don't know what kind of gimmick he has, but he can see.
Stevenson has already been eliminated.
Oh, no! I was faking it out.
That's why I'm like, oh no, like, what are you talking about?
It's an age-old mystery solved. I've never
Right.
heard that before. I feel like people just put this as a funny video.
And that's why David Wesley is like, what? Like, what are you saying? And he was like, I told you, dumbass, don't do that dunk. And I was like, man, it would have been great. You know, sometimes as an actor and a performer, you're not on the same page with the producer.
From the lowest of lows to the highest of highs, the infamous dunk over AK-47.
AK, great defender, rim protector, you know what I mean? And he was, you know, they backline for their defense, so he was challenging everything. And the funny thing is, the play before, I did the same exact move. And I remember when I laid the ball up, he winked at me like, all right, do that shit again, I'm gonna slap it in the stands. And so I came back, literally did the same move, and I looked, and I was like, oh yeah, I got him. I got up faster than him, and you know, I was able to get some space, and that was it.
Because a lot of good things will happen, not just with him scoring, but then also it opened up. Hello.
Is that just, I'm so hyped I don't know what to do?
Yeah, I really didn't know what to do. I was just like, let me pull my shit out, because I'm gonna take a walk on this one. Now I'm starting to watch my highlights with my son, so I'm like, ooh, like he was nice. Like, oh, that was me. A lot of times you don't know what you did or see everything that was happening. You just like in that moment of getting to the basket and making that play.
Another crazy creative athletic play against Okur. Do you remember this one?
Yeah, that's the Steve Smitty. Oh, that's the same move I did on Darren Williams when I dunked on Karolinko.
Do you think you were one of the strongest guards of your era?
I don't know, man. I mean, you know, it was focused on the basket. But I look for contact because, you know, back in the day, you know, big dudes are coming over either shot blockers or dudes that's, you know, getting rid of some fouls. And so it was always the expectation to like expect contact.
So you could feel yourself in a special sort of zone within this time frame, this period?
Yeah, I mean, the goal was to attack Dirk, and I was trying to pick up a foul. He was trying to pick up a charge. It was a great no call. It was a terrible shot, but it went in.
Was Dirk absolutely terrifying?
Dirk was just like, you know, superstars back then were like they were like, you know, like the gym, and, you know, like everybody is coming to see them, and they, you know, they put on shows.
I mean, even before the series, I've talked to Matt Barnes about this too. It seems like y'all had the utmost confidence, even though you were the 8th seed.
Definitely want to just give our flowers to, you know, Monte, to Jay Rich, Al Harrington, Matt, you know, Stack 5, Andres Beatrice. Them dudes was like some real hoopers.
Very
you know
deep
what I mean?
team,
Michael
too.
Peaches, like everybody, you know, came from a place and we came together, and it was like, just for that short moment in time, it was just like, you can create magic with the right chemistry of dudes when everybody is like, feel like they back against the wall, and that's kind of like how we play.
So another moment in this series and another long distance shot.
Yeah, this is right before halftime. That's right after I hit that shot on the sideline. And that's when I told Peaches, I told him I was gonna make that too. That's what I told him. I said, bro, I told you. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I told you. I was like, yo, I'm gonna make it.
So almost as electric as your long range shots, your handles. This is on your top 10. nice little sequence against Vancouver.
That's my dog, Biv. You know, I think for me, you know, the handles was more so like having styles and be able to like make a move, get downhill, make a move, get to a spot. This was just kind of like my setup package.
Did Big Country not pose a threat to you at the rim?
I was gonna try and punch on him, but it was him and Sharif. They was gonna take that out the air. That was gone. They was gonna block that. I mean, the thing was, I can get up above the rim and challenge the big and have just enough hang time to be able to maneuver. So that's really what I used to practice is, you know, trying to be like Mike, I guess.
Fake behind the back at UCLA. Walk me through this one.
This was my last game at UCLA, and I threw the ball to Jerron Rush, and so I saw him back there. He was just a sitting duck. It was like my last 3 minutes at UCLA was this one. You know, it was just kind of like, all right.
So this was kind of an exit party for you?
Yeah, this was my last game. This is like the last, you know, 4 minutes or 2 minutes that I played.
Are there truth to the rumors that Coach K has beef with you because you committed to UCLA over Duke?
Yeah, for sure.
What happened there?
I don't know. That's Coach K problem.
So nothing definitive. You just didn't get a tryout for the team.
For the USA Olympics, yeah, that was just, to me, I mean, I don't know how. That just didn't make no sense. You know what I mean? I was coming off one of my best years, and Coach K was the coach, so I didn't get a tryout. So I knew what it was. You know, I chose UCLA over Duke. But he even wrote about it in his book, so.
I did not realize he wrote about it in his book. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, it ain't really much to keep harping on.
All right.
You know, that dude too much. You know what I mean? Shit, I didn't get the tryout, we don't know. But it would've been dope.
I might take that back on the Pacers because this might be my favorite highlight of yours in transition on Kevin Garnett.
Oh, man, this was my rookie year. And, man, I punched on Kevin Garnett. I couldn't believe it. I grew up playing on the same team with Kevin Garnett, AAU, but I was younger. And so they moved me down to the lower team, but he was the high school player of the year, him and Paul Pierce. I was on that team, but the younger team. And so, you know, to me, Kevin Garnett was like, man, he was one of them ones, one of them dudes. I hit him with an in and out. And like, if you watch the dudes on their bench, like there's 3 dudes, they jump up. Like, oh my God, I never seen that.
That's Minnesota's bench?
Yeah, that's Minnesota's bench.
Why are they so hyped for you?
No, I don't
It's
think.
gotta be the best
No,
feeling.
I think they was waiting for him to block it. And then when they saw that he didn't put his hands up, he was just like, nah, I'm cool.
Do you think that KG made a business decision midair? Because he jumps and he kind of bails out a little bit and kind of adds to the poster.
I don't think people thought that I could jump. And so early in my career, like I caught a lot of big dudes.
Is that the nastiest dunk you think you've ever had?
One of them, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna take it back to my personal favorite era of NBA fashion, early 2000s. Just tell me if you're fit. You think in the time was a hit or a miss?
Oh man, that was fly, All-Star Weekend. The baggy suit with the butterfly collar, I can't be mad at that. I can still get that off. I mean, the suit is a little too big,
But that's in today.
that is in today. We back in it, you know.
That's a hit.
Man, the kicks fresh, you got the jeans, bell bottoms look with the wash, that's gonna live today. Come on, man.
You're proving to be timeless right now.
Man, come on. What? Shit, are you kidding me? Do you see them? You see them ivory? You see them ivory
Oh,
buttons?
man.
With the,
Oh, those
with
are the houndstooth?
With the, come on, dude. That's what? With the saber tooth. Ooh, them saber tooth.
Did y'all plan that? Y'all were matching perfectly.
Great minds think alike. You know what I mean? Come on, me and Paul was rocking the fedora. That was the fedora age, but you see, I'm back with the jeans, with the polo. That was my line. I had my hat and my shirt was called Black Boy Clothing. And the goal was like to, you know, inspire, you know, a different age of authentic historians and put them on shirts with a halo over their heads. So
Paul Pierce is an abomination.
he fly. He can do that right now. This looks like a Paul fit right now. It looked like me and him right now. Let's go. This was back in our LA Stars weekend when we hosted with Magic Johnson. And so we brought out a lot of NBA players to do charity games, events, things like that. We was doing some fly stuff back then, so, you know, fly like a kite, baby.
That's a nice suit.
Okay, now we're going to look at 3 of your greatest game winners.
Got it.
Take me through these.
All right.
A nice crossover in Seattle.
Oh yeah, this was Earl Watson was on the court. This was Damian Wilkins, waited for him, boom. Seattle, we out of here. See you later.
Were you feasting for Nick Collison initially?
No, I waited for Damian Wilkins. And I talked about this with Tony Allen on the podcast. This was just, you know, a divine moment. Defensive, all defense, bang, no excuse me. Almost broke his back. That was just right in pocket, right in rhythm. And Boston, you know, one of the contenders, I think they had went to the finals or whatnot, or maybe it just come off a championship, but you know, I think that was a big win for us, for Golden State, because it's like, okay, we can compete against the big dogs, like we can get there.
How much of your moves are pre-planned, drawn up, or just in the moment, do what you do?
In the moment. This was an interesting game, because Rondo was talking shit to me the whole game, which I enjoy now, because you know, it was a young Rondo, and he was like, man, what's up, dog? Like, you know, he presented the challenge, but you can't let me turn that way. That's Hakeem Olajuwon fade away. Not on that side of the court.
So in LA, you got a chance to play with Blake Griffin. I'm assuming you grew up a Laker fan.
I did.
What was it
for
like
sure.
playing for LA's secondary team?
I think in this, when it was this kind of live city getting cracking, it started to become cool because, finally, like, we could compete and we can put on a show. And at this point in my career, it was really like, I wasn't like a dunker. I just wanted to be a dope passer. Jay Rich taught me how to really throw lobs. And so once I got to the Clippers, like Blake and DeAndre, that was just...
I'm actually interested. Who do you think was the most explosive individual player you played with?
Probably like Blake and Jay Rich. Because Jay Rich was like 6'5", but like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, damn, dude. Like,
His dunks were art.
Yeah.
Slow
But Blake,
motion.
as far as like power and grace and, you know what I mean, acrobatics, he was some shit I had never seen before. Like, he moved like a guard.
Another unforgettable play with Mehmet Okur.
Yeah, man, you watch him elbow me, dude. Oh, look at him push me.
You're still trying to sell it all these years later.
Yeah, that was bad.
Did you get the call?
No.
I'm assuming you've improved your acting skills since here. What do you make of your skills back then?
That was pretty good. That was like my Karen moment. I tried to get him with the basketball Karen. Oh my gosh, he hit me. Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. That was a Karen moment. The ref, soon as he turned, he see me grab him, and then he see me fall.
He lying down, like Lance Stevenson sleeping on the floor.
Maybe did I get the foul? I don't think so.
I don't think you did. This is your last year in New York. A lob to J.R. Smith.
Oh, that was a look away lob. It wasn't a no look. It's just like I looked him off because he thought J.R. Smith was coming up to the top. We caught him slipping. That was fun. That was my Knicks tape days. I got a chance to play with Swish again. Melo, Mon Shumpert. We had Tyson. We had a good crew. We had good chemistry, man.
Is it true you warned Kobe about Jeremy Lin during this period of time?
Yeah. Yeah, I had dinner with Kobe the night before. Do not let Jeremy Lin bust y'all ass, I'm telling you.
Was that a warning out of fun, or did you actually see it about to happen?
Like, if you watch the game, you're like, okay, this dude had a good game, but like, where did he come from? Like, you don't have 25, 30 games of clips to go through. You're just watching the clips of that game like, damn, this kid was killing, but like, what was they doing? You start making all kind of excuses, and then like, you looking like, man, there's no way he about to do that to me, and there it is. I think it was like for him an opportunity to like put his name, you know what I mean, in the NBA history books and in the NBA storyline. It was a true like angels in the outfield moment. He was balling.
All right, Baron Davis, thank you so much for sitting with us. One of the most athletic, explosive, and strongest point guards we've ever seen.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.